Said against box-to-box side. The game has actually started. Clique FC, the number 10 shifted us to the show the last time. We are expected, of course, he's expected, and the fans is as well as expected to see him replicate a wonderful performance with which we saw Data, box-to-box solid goalkeeper be beaten for the first time. I don't know, there has not been a blight, of course, being cast on box-to-box side, but I think tiredness, too many matches, of course, it's not actually helping the matches as far as our box-to-box side team are concerned. Talking about our number 30 Cheted Waliu was been very, very wonderful in the beginning of the season, but you can see he's a little bit watered down because he has got too many matches, of course, for box-to-box side. On the far side, we have the ball. The ball has run out of course, borderline. That will be a true advantage to the box-to-box FC. The goalkeeper for Clique FC for so many matches, of course, in the course of this game has been more on holiday than ever. What we expect, of course, to be giving the elite more tags as far as this game is concerned this morning. Brilliantly, I think the two centre-back will be there, of course, to help out in the defense line so that the goalkeeper may have a very wonderful moment of respite. Great play from Nigerian under 17, Chet, number 3, 36 Chet, that we just came back from the under 17 exercise that just concluded some weeks ago. That is Monsuru, a very, very not too good challenge against the captain for the side. Is that they might not be able to continue with the momentum, and the yellow card has been issued to the number 10 Sheted. What side is still down on the top of us at this point in time, but it's adequately been said. I was made to understand that this is a semi-final. If my calculation, of course, a great trap, wonderful twist and turn away from his marker, open up the ball triangularly, but then again has been put forward by the Clique FC, who struggle for a possession. Winning it is box-to-box side. Put the ball forward, great challenge, great marking spree from the Clique FC on the front side, but we're still holding on to ball possession. Also, on up, it changes and makes a square play, deliver it, of course, and throw the boss, but then quickly clear out by to the box-to-box side. Throw the ball down to the territory of the opponent, right in the box, but that has actually been intercepted and dispossessed by the number 15 Cheddar earlier on, and that will be mentioned of quickly. Can he latch onto that? It is Jerry. Jerry strike down with his weaker foot there, but the ball has gone straight into the waiting palm of the goalkeeper, who I think the force of the strike is nothing to really give the goalie at the post or as the case is. Contest there, quickly will salvage the ball. He finds the goalkeeper, the goalkeeper plays a long one. Wonderful trap here by Chimize. Chimize finds Jerry. Jerry tried to trap the ball twice, but Derek is looking for a beating. But it was dropped on his track as Clique FC is going to capitalize on that. A through pass comes out, intercepted by Waliu, who run, of course, and reduce the space quickly. Great play, wonderful versatile, wonderful composure, great great beating there. I think it's actually a vendetta when you look at the way the way the Clique FC is actually doing their marking. Great switching over to the far left there. Chimize traps the ball and makes a long goal. Oh, connected. I don't know what was in his mind there. He was not actually kicking into that very wonderful flighted ball there. He could have converted it with a sense of body there, but then again the ball run off his foot there, giving the goalkeeper a moment of respite. Poke the ball forward. You can see the cardiovascular movement, of course, the intricacy. A true pass comes out. Number 11 picks the ball. He has too many companies around him, and that ball has been taken off him quickly. Scope the ball up. She nodded the ball down to his man. He's looking for a way around the traffic. Then he got the expressway. He got it right for Waliu with a square pass. Waliu dresses the ball forward and beats calculatively finding out Daniel on the center back. Center back, great turns from there. That's a wonderful twisting turn. But I think he has been really good off the ball. A chance comes up to the Clique, but decides to go the other way. But then again, you can see, I think the two sides are trying to size themselves up in this game because there's been too many, of course, there's been too many factors, of course, that has to do with this game. One of the factors, of course, is the fitness level of the two sides, who is not giving them, of course, that brilliance and that beauty the fans might be looking for. It is number 22, Cheche, for box-to-box side. Runs into space. Nasa, a pass. Great play there. Wonderful penetration. Playing from the half. Switch to the opponent. Not on the ball. Change the direction of the ball. Through defensive nothing. Counter-attack unfolding. The fine sword dresses up. Put the ball down. A square play is delivered. In there, number 11 connected. We saw number 11 yesterday. Was very, very amazing yesterday. He scored a brilliant goal yesterday. It was easily done by the number 11 Cheche. We are expecting, of course, to perform that sterling which we know him for. Number 15 Cheche. Calm as the stormy water with a very wonderful pass there. She on the ball. Michael doing a bit of skill, runs with the ball quickly, has a company. He dresses, chips away from him with a dribble, and he turns. He put the ball into pocket space. Now square play follow, but not too bad. Very erratic. Now square play from Shimeze there. I think, like I said earlier on, they've seen too many matches, of course, in the course of this season. And this one is not an exception. And you can see the way, of course, they drag themselves on the ball. And that's talking about the post-ball side, the center-back fine. Waliu makes a return pass, squeezing shadows and looks up. Decides the ball, a return pass from the number 36 Cheche. And so many fans did not know number 36 Cheche of the basketball just came back from the national assignment for the under 17. And he's doing a break, of course. He's still representing so greatly the basketball side. Free kick advantage to the Clique FC. Clique FC is looking for that opening. But I think another player that I think he has that football intelligence is the number 6 Cheche, who's playing from the center back on the left position, and he's doing it greatly, of course. He's a fearless fighter from anytime, anything for the Clique FC, and I think he's another loyalist he's another loyalist, of course, for the Clique FC, because he's a very, very he's a very, very wonderful sports personality because of the way he carries the ball, and he always comes clean with his tackle. And I think he has never collected a yellow card. Talking about the number 6 Cheche, and these are the players the scouts are looking for, of course. They might have seen something, of course. It's a free kick advantage from the infraction on the far side there. The central referee actually, of course, on top of this game, being so fair, and that is their game. Kudos, and he's getting that collaborativeness, of course, from the two assistant referee on the far side, on the near side there. Of course, synergizing so beautifully. The throw pass comes out. Who picks the ball? It's Jerry. Who tap the ball forward towards Waliu. Waliu collects with a run. He makes an overlapping runs. The throw pass comes out. Great understanding there. Football imagination. Football, of course, you can see the great from the number 16 Cheche. Quickly won the ball again. It is a basketball side on the far side. Can make a scrap. He did make a scrap. Where he's going to connect from the far post there. No one was there. But the goalkeeper comes up his own line and finds the ball, of course. Find the ball magnetically, of course, to the source. Great, of course, trap. Great tight trap in there. But quickly, I wonder why it's very, very, of course, easy for both of us to dispossess the Clique FC. Of course, in this game, we have seen so many dispossession, of course, by the basketball side has become a loose ball. The goalkeeper, who is on holiday for a quite number of times, of course, in this game, has the ball mysteriously on his feet now. The press on, of course. He moved gently to create an attack. Great play, wonderful dribbling. Tantalize the pass, wonderful back heels. Bring the ball forward. Michael, not keep the ball down. Managed to win the possession. Deep down situation down. The ball comes back to number 3 Shetty. Michael collects. Michael finds the pass for the side. They are penetrating. He decides, of course, he wanted, of course, to make a detour with the ball there. But then again, you can see what actually happened there. Who struggled for possession? Monsuru, of course, creates a lot of, mental worriness, of course, into the defense line of Clique FC. Great song. Wonderful football. Soccer aesthetics. Oh, that is the story of beauty of soccer. We start turning that out. We, of course, are bringing that out. It is boss to both sides. Boss to boss dictating the pace with the passes. He finds who. Aguero has 2 man. He dresses away. He strikes it. Deflected into play. Oh, great play there by number 7 Chete. He needs a 9-1, but we'll close that out. Wonderful play from Oluwaseyi there, but that's too beautiful. Can they capitalize on that? It is a goal. It dribble. It is a finish. Oh, brilliantly done. Psychological up there. That was the message I told you earlier on. We're talking about it. The pairing or the up front, of course, they are GD number 11 Chetted and the number 7 Chetted are very, of course, are oiling very well to make sure, of course, the decent made post to both side. I told you earlier on, we saw last 2 days ago for the Clique FC, and never look too far, of course, because of their ages. Because of their ages, you can see what they still have, of course. They still have a number of years, of course, to make this thing happen for them globally. 1-0 against the reigning champion, who is about to be dethroned, of course. We have seen the boss to boss, of course. Looking wonderful chest drop, brings the ball down, great passes. Very terrible, very erratic by the lady side. That's a brilliant one, of course. The throwing advantage comes up and the clearance. Great play there. It is a wonderful marking by Clique FC. Free kick advantage now. One-man wall erected to a football delight. It rolls in the ball. He scored. That was a lot of power, of course, behind the set piece. And the ball bounces very high. Who chase, of course, Daniel Carlo for possible side, of course, keep the ball from going out of play. Quickly taking is the Clique FC, who are the reigning champion. As far as this game, twice they've made, and of course, twice. Post boss is shy, of course, away from this. Can it be the second? Number 10, Chad has saved the ball. He has all the keep on the moment. He finds number 7, the goal scorer, who changed the ball to the far left. All right, I beg your pardon. He moved the ball. He has the ball now. A chance come. He cuts away with a dribble. Oh, that's a very brilliant, of course, a brilliant play from this young star student side, Clique FC, who has endeared the millions of fans, of course. They have their top fans, of course, sitting quietly on a very wonderful, majestic, of course, chair there. You can see we made tete-a-tete before this game, and it was making a very wonderful getting, a wonderful heckling. The greatest basketball side, he said, it's going to be the same way as it was. But I think it's a wonderful beginning for me to understand, of course, the import of what he's saying. With 1 goal lead against our almighty Boston Boys, of course, who is about to be shot. They put the ball into space. Who chase number 7, the goal scorer. Chase down. A boy was close to them, but it was forced, of course, to put the ball into safe. The throwing advantage comes to the Clique FC. Clique FC are really, of course, interpreting, of course, who they actually have. Throwing comes in, quickly taking the goal scorer, tie the ball down on his chest. But then again, I think the temper is, of course, the temper is flaring from the defensive line. That's the man I'm talking about. We are having Tate Ati earlier on, and he said, of course, he has come with a very wonderful support. Of course, that's exactly what he said, and he means what he said. Free kick advantage. The number 10 Chetel, of course, who broke their heart the last time, of Boss the last time has the ball. He's going to make, of course, this set piece come for the side. It looks to stay back around towards the ball. And lift an eye one towards defensive nod. Change the direction of play, but the ball comes back to the leading side. Number 3, Chete. The man I love so much, of course, in the making. It is the number 6, Chete. A very versatile, a very, very calm, an intelligent footballer. Is the number 6 Chete, of course, who play clean football every now and then. It's all the man that I have seen for myself, but I know Scout will see more. The great chest from Aguero turns away from 2 marker, releases the ball towards Jerry extends backwardly a bit towards number 20, who has, of course, knocked the ball down diagonally, down to Chimize. Chimize keeps the momentum, but he runs into, the big ball there. Quickly out of the goal area.
One more goal.
No goal yet, of course. No goal yet. You can see the incentive, of course, coming from the fans, of course, not like the FFL fans that we saw yesterday, last 3 weeks, of course, in the Nigerian Premiership. But then again, it's going to be a beautiful one here this afternoon because we are enjoying ourselves. Waliu turns away organically from his marker and switches over to the far left. He addresses the ball forward and releases to Mike. Mike addresses and make it very a very hasty. A just comes. Oh no! But penetration is straight. The show. But then again, I think where is the, of course, mentality? Where is the game plan? Where is the game plan? Where is the strategy that we know boss to boss for? Or is it because they have the rest of their wonderful players such as Olu and also the rest of them, of course, will always match things for them. But I think that's not an excuse as far as our Clique FC is concerned in this game. The strategy one from the goalkeeper right in the box 6 there, and they lift an eye wall and they clear now a flick on the ball. Try to set number 11 Chete, but then again down not at the ball. But number 11 Chete picks the ball puts the ball forward to his teammate. Number 3 Chete will try to find a pass there, but deflected into opponent's way. The great play there. When you chase away, he keeps running with the ball and make a square play. But deflected, wonderful timing there. Can this one be the one they are looking for Nicolizer? Mosuru could not make that pass count, but then again you can see the battle is fiercely done there and put the ball forward on it. Chime's a strike there. The ball is way and the ball is gone across the goal post, giving the goalkeeper who has not got the lead more test as far as this game. The fans of Clique FC are not quiet at all. They are looking, of course, for the second goal. Great play from the number 10 Chete, who reminds me every time when I see number 10 Chete, I might quickly go to Roberto Baggi. The goal scorer addresses forward. Oh, what a fearless movement there from the number 17 Chete. I was told Ticho earlier, he's looking for a praise. Of course, my mind will quickly go to Nigerian Azuka. That is JJ Okosha, a very wonderful talent. Of course, a strike again, deflected, of course, and it's going to be another corner kick advantage for the Clique FC, who are dominating play, who is giving the fans a brilliant, of course, a brilliant performance. And you can see how agog the fans are watching them, watching their us doing their own thing, of course, for them. A very wonderful one from the half there, and the strike up from the strike. Oh, wait. It is indeed an Napoli. Oh, what they call banana, a banana strike, of course. That is a banana strike because it's very, very curvy. I could have beaten the goalkeeper for the second time. We saw there the goalkeeper was beaten yesterday. Of course, today was beaten as well. And I think it's going to be beaten for the second time if God's willing for the Clique FC. The clean player lost the momentum there. Can he roll? Wonderful coverage. Wonderful depth, of course, from the number 6 Chete. I told you earlier, always playing very, very clean as far as this game is concerned. It is a corner kick advantage to the trailing side.
the reigning champion is about to be dethroned by the youngster. It reminds me of David and Goliath, of course, in the Bible. But I'll never ask you what really happened there, because we are seeing what is going to transpire. It quickly comes in, but then again, a player is down. The referee, of course, turned a blind eye to that. Could have been a penalty, but they know better than even the commentator, and even than the scouting. It lifts on the ball, down the line. Can he keep the ball in play? He managed, of course, to pull the ball out of play, giving a throwing advantage to the leading side. Clique FC is about to be enthroned, the champion of this very place, because the reigning champion is about to be dethroned. The reigning champion is Boston FC, winning back-to-back last season. But this season, or end of the season, has going to be very, very glorious for Boston side. He has the ball for the Boston side. He finds the halfback running into space. The halfback dresses the ball twice and finds Jerry. Jerry, a very telegraphic, a very skillful player, will lift an eye ball towards Chimizi. Similarly, put the ball down from the flight. Oh, the goalkeeper responded, of course, responded with a wonderful cut. I tell you, the first time, of course, the first time the goalie for the Clique FC was, of course, after him, the defense so afraid, of course, in the game. But you can see the growing mentality in his mind, of course, creating that very self-composure for himself. So, thinking advantage for the ladies' side of Clique FC. The great the savvy player, a very savvy footballer, to my understanding. Number 6 Chete, lift an eye one. Of course, this time around, he has given it to opponent. Can they capitalize with that, of course, without mistake? Back in comes up, Michael receive, puts the ball in a square manner towards Walid. Walid finds Masoud pulls the ball for. The strike comes in. That was a people strike there. That was indeed a way strike by the captain on his side. No go yet, of course, to our reigning king, our reigning king. As far as football is concerned, I tell you, the prince is about to, of course, to dethrone. Of course, you understand what I'm talking about. The game is still on. The goalkeeper plays his own line. Send the ball back to the opponent. Ding dong affair. That's been a good gel spotted by the central referee. You can see the fluidity that it has to do with this game. Fluidity, of course, that has to do with this game. You can see the flow, you can see the inroad, you can see the incursion, and you can see the onslaught that has been created by Clique FC to disseminate, of course, to dethrone the reigning king, Boston side. At least my heart, I always go for that, because Boston of course, I still my team any day, anytime. I will never, of course, I'll never go behind. Of course, I will never turn away from Boston side. That's why the father, of course, we are losing. They might, of course, be awakened and rejuvenate as far as this game is concerned. Corner kick advantage for the Boston spotting the maroon shirted jersey against the grey, against the ash color jersey. The goalkeeper points the ball into space. Who connected the ball? Moses finds Aliu struggle with the beating. That's how many, but they put the ball into space. A strike comes in. It is oh no, the goalkeeper was in a position. Of course, the goalkeeper was in a position. And you can see how time flies away quickly. I never believed the fact of joy to millions of fans who are coming here to see Boston against I will not say Almighty Clique FC, but then against a wonderful side, Clique FC. Remains 1-0. But then again, I think that being the story so far so good.
On the way, the Clique FC might be looking greatly, of course, to stamp an authority, of course, against our Busters in this game. We see them in the prelim in extinction of stock, but then let's see what really actually turned out from this wonderful encounter that we see if the coach of Buster Boss, of course, will remain as the leading coach of Buster Boss side, which is gone, indicating, of course, the second half in the next. Buster Boss on the far side, see, of course, dishing the ball around themselves, are looking to create the scoring chances, of course, but then again, you can see the marking spree, the marking edge that's being created by the Clique FC. A very defensive, not at the bottom opener. Buster Boss side on the fringe, but the whistle gone. Getting the signal from the far assistant referee on the far side. That has been the story so far, so good. In a couple of minutes, we have seen in this game. The Clique FC number 24 Chetted dresses the ball away from two defenders. Then there's been a scampering movement there. There's been a ding-dong affair in the fashion there, looking, of course, for that possession. But quickly they've won it. That's the Clique FC. Clique still on the ball. Great tackling. From the number 20 Cheddar. There has been an impediment, but the center referee whistle is on call. The wings of the flag stay down on the far side. It dresses the ball and it bends it, but straight into the position stance of the goalkeeper. I tell you, Clique SA a dominating play. Oh, with a great plumb. A chance comes in. Can he get the second? It is, but no. He actually got it, but the finish has not been there. But Daddy has got a wonderful applause from the fan. It is just an inch away from the, of course, far from the near post there. But I think the goalkeeper is actually beating with a strike from the number 17 Chete, who scored earlier in the first half. Is looking to get the brace for himself. A chest trap from the flighted ball, bring the ball down towards Aguero, who runs away using his body pivot greatly there. But that's been a very wonderful defensive tackle away from that number 6 Chetted. A very fearless, a very daring of defender for the side. He looks so small, but what he has in his brain is huge than anything. A shortage from the hack. He dresses, he's looking for a break, dresses the ball away with a dribble and lifts an eye wall. But straight into the confident goalkeeper for the Clique FC, who is growing mentally every now and then. He dresses the ball, who is marking. Clique FC shares the ball, run, trying to win a possession. The square place comes out, and it is! Oh no, it is not. The ball has gone through the side netting. It is not. Buster Buzzer is looking for that goal for an equalizer against Clique SC. Wonderful play, great turns and twists on the near side. Interception by El Chede, quickly taken. Number 3 Cheted. It dresses the ball away with a 19, but then again number 3 10 Cheted. Almost, of course, it dresses the ball. It comes back 2-3, and the true pass comes out. Oh, that pass has been given away to opponents. Opponent launch a very high one there, but the ball bounces out of play. If you are not there, you are not there. Clique is stamping an authority, of course, in this game with a scintillating play that is giving a very wonderful happiness to the millions of fans who have come here, of course, to grace this wonderful sporting occasion. Waliu on the far side, he has the company who is giving him a lot of answers there, capitalizing. The goalkeeper is on holiday. The bench over the ball, wonderful balance from the Clique FC, wonderful shaping from the Clique FC, great configuration from the Clique FC, wonderful timing from the Clique FC, who penetrates. Their penetration is impeded, but then again, it wants to keep the momentum. You can see how they close down the space every now and then, casting a forward shadow. Of course, in the mindset of Buster Boss side, they could not allow them, of course, to see the light of space, or rather to see the space to put in the ball. A free kick advantage of seeing, of course, what is actually befalling, of course, before next of the star student side, Clique FC. Throwing comes to Clique FC. Wonderful dribbling, creating a minus and deficits there. But then again, quickly Buster dispossess. Runs with the ball on the far side, put the ball down the line, but that has not been too beautiful there, as the center referee awarded an armless goal kick to the reigning champion, the leading side, Clique FC. I think the goalkeeper might be having a great holiday, and that's why it takes his time, of course, to that along on the level. Not a very wonderful pass there. Number 7 winning it. That's been an impediment. The center ref spotted that, and is giving a free kick advantage to the leading side. No goal yet. I tell you, the likes of Shimeze and Daniel could not keep, of course, number 10 shattered and the number 7 shattered of the Clique FC on up front. They could not keep them down. Of course, they cannot be pocketed as things is actually a push there. The center ref is on top of his game, and I think we must give a very wonderful thumb up to the female coach, who is quite very lenient with the situation of things. Of course, I tell you, so she has been one of the bright, of course, a referee that we have seen. A very wonderful, of course, I flick the ball forward to number 7 Cheddar, who looks up. Oh, that has not been too beautiful there. The square play from the number 17 Cheddar has not been too beautiful, but then again, you can see how apologetically he was, of course, towards his teammate, because he realized the fact that he has not done it well. But then again, we don't really know if, of course, Buster Boss might come back, of course, into the game. With what we are seeing, there's nothing to show. We are not seeing that electrifying moment from Buster Boss side to give us that emphasis that he might come, of course, come back into this game. Wonderful marking spree from the Clique FC. Clique FC chase, but should keep the momentum for the keep the proceeding. But wonderful, great fitness level, muscular agility there, muscular agility from the Clique FC is actually causing a lot of issues, a lot of problem up front for the Buster Boss side. We're still in a double situation. I think it's going to be a trailing advantage for the trailing side. Buster Boss side, the captain has been substituted, bringing on number 6 Chete, and a boy will be standing as the captain for the time being. A clearance there, put the ball into very fast save there by number 24 Chete of the Clique FC. Clique FC actually doing it so big, doing it to the admiration of all the fans who have come to rally behind him, and the goalkeeper, of course, are contributing so greatly. Oh, wonderful heighting aerially, incoming Oshe, flick the ball forward towards Shimeze. Shimeze dresses the ball. He managed, of course, to put the ball into throwing advantage for the Buster Boss side. I tell you, Buster Boss side might not come back into the game with things we are seeing. They are not being very, very entertaining and productive, of course, with their passes. We have been seeing them running amok, of course, into this game. We've seen a lot of lapses, of course, from the Buster Boss side. Though they have the ball on the far side, Wadley dresses the ball into the third of the field. A chest trap brings the ball down by Michael. Michael bends the ball, but that was too over ambitiousness, over zealousness from Michael there. Michael has not contributed so hugely to make the Buster Boss, of course, we are on their toe in this game. But we can see, we are seeing the cheap top, the flip-flop attitude of Buster Boss side, which is not giving us, of course. You can also see the top of it. The hodgepodge attitude of Buster Boss side against the better side. Wonderful dressings on the ball. He leads tonight one towards number 7 Cherry. Can he trap it down? He managed to trap, but that trap was not being too good. But you can see the resilience. A leg over comes in. He dresses away. He shielded the ball to himself and tried to find. Of course, I tell you, these guys are really wonderful.
They are really wonderful. They really understand football. Oh, great play. Combinative passes, wall passes, bringing advantage. You can see the air cleans from the flanks. You can see the air cleans. You can see the clamoring. You can see the vituperation, of course, from the fans who are not happy, of course, with the whistle has been called by the officiating official, expecting greatly to capitalize on the advantage. But then again, the center revenue are on you. Very, very wonderfully. It is still Clique again, who are thrilling the fans, of course, with a very wonderful, wonderful football. He leaves a 9-1 majestically towards number 20, towards number 24, who cannot keep the ball down. Of course, the ball has gone out of play. It is a throw-in advantage. It looks as if we might be making a change. It looks as if there's going to be a change by Clique, but I think they've reversed the situation. They allow things, of course, they're proceeding to continue a great switch down to the up front of the Clique, but then again I will try to find out their way around. Mosuru could not bring anything, could not bring that weight of experience with which he got in the under 17 just concluded. You can see how bereft both of us are actually, of course, been in this game against Clique. Clique tied the ball on the flight down with an instep. He dresses the ball forward. A leg over comes in, but he has overdone it. He is not like the person I love so much in terms of leg over kind of dribbling. You are talking about when you are talking about Ronaldo or De Lima, you will understand what I'm talking about, of course, in terms of leg over. But you can see how deficit, of course, how demoralized mentally the Boston Boss has been of late. He dresses the ball. Is there a chance? It is a chance. Oh, what a wasted strike there. He ballooned the ball higher over the crossbar. And that's the story. The story that's not been truly scripted by the Boston Boss against a wonderful play there. Great confidence up front. You can see Boston Boss are throwing everything to the tantrum. But then again, the think tank mentality of the Clique SC is actually yielding so greatly to the delight of the millions of fans. You can see even Boston Boss are their passes are quite faulty today. You can see the elements of the dedication, the element of determination, and the element of desire is not actually there for Boston Boss. As far as this game is actually concerned this morning, we are seeing the Savinex with which with which, of course, the Clique SC is actually approaching this wonderful game. They are still leading one goal on reply by Boston Boss side, train advantage. Whatever the center referee to Boston Boss side, the captain lifts an eye one towards wonderful nothing there, but the ball has gone so wide as of course giving the goalkeeper there a moment of respite. You can see the beautiful play from actually they might be strolling, of course, to the final, which I think might become, of course, later today. Great play there. The centre back clears line. Area contest, the ball bounces towards number 10 Chetere, but there has been an impediment there. But the centre review allowed the ball to go. Waliu finds Jerry. Can he? Oh, I beg about it. That's not Jerry. He comes back, but then again, there is a fluke. You can see the airclings. You can see the protest of millions of fans who actually came, of course, on behalf of Boston Boss side. But I tell you, the center revenue are on here very well. He decided not to be swayed by any kind of derisive clamoring, or rather derisive, protesting. He stood his ground on that. The application by the Boston Boss side has actually been overruled as far as this game is concerned. It is a throwing advantage, or I beg your pardon, it might be corner kick advantage for the Boston Boss side, who has been forced to trail in this game. Let's see how that will turn out eventually. But it's actually a training quickly done by Waliu. Waliu got a return, of course, a return pass from the throwing. A throw pass comes out, a square pass, he dresses the way, and he moves the ball back to his blank alley. Try to operate from the far side. Can he make a square play? But deflected into play still. Clique FC on the ball. Clique cleared the ball towards the goal scorer, but he could not, of course, manage. He could not manage to put the ball, of course, out to put the ball. The throw pass comes out. Can King David dresses and strike? Oh, you can see. Can they capitalize? But the flagger has gone on the near side. The center referee got a wonderful signal from the assistant referee on the near side. I tell you, there has been a very wonderful applause for the assistant referee on the near side who picked that man on the offside position. Of course, they have to come clean. They have to come clean, of course, in this game. That is talking about the Boston Boss who are trailing for the first time. Although in the course of this game, they have made to trail the second time. Shimize finds out the center back. Oh, I beg your pardon. They have back indeed. He dresses the ball forward and finds out Waliu on the far side. Waliu tried to look it. He managed to make a dribble there, but then again, he still cuts back with a dribble and he poked the ball. A chest trap. Oh, that was a bad chest trap. That kind of chest trap. Adimbin is, of course, Lionel Messi in that position. He could have made it count. This one might be a St. Johnny attitude. But he decides, he's changing back, of course. You can see telegraphic passes from the Clique FC. He dresses, can he bend? He decides to release the ball. He comes back, number 15, turns organically. He twists and turns and manages a weak strike from a far distance that went straight into the hand of the goalkeeper. Great play defensively. He sends the ball, of course, to calm that stormy water that has piled up so far, so good. A training comes in. It lifts an high one. Oh, it is or no, but the ball wings are very high. I think imposing stature, imposing and a towering stature of number 31 Cheted might yield a positive result if, of course, the two can they capitalize? It is quickly done, but the goalkeeper was in position. There's no weaponry. That of course Buster Boss can bring out from their arsenal that can, of course, outwitted, outclass, play Clique FC, who are better, of course, defensively. They are also better, of course, in terms of defensive, of course, panache, and they are very, very deadly, of course, up front to have beaten once the Buster Boss side. Buster Boss is keeping on proceeding on the far side. What does he do? He makes a ground pass, the ball flick, but the goalkeeper, of course, palm the ball to himself, of course, giving a lot of worriness, giving a lot of frantic mentality, frantic mentality to, of course, the fans of the fans of Boston Boss side might be, of course, be cautioned by the official referee. I'll tell you, the official referee is actually on a very, of course, on her sway as far as this game, of course, is concerned. She controls the ball so greatly. She controls the flow of game very, very greatly as far as this game is concerned. A throw pass comes out, but then again, the flag has gone on the far side, quickly taken. Ishestra brings the ball down to Waliu. The ball to ball side. He holds his man on and lifts an eye one. But defensive London change the direction of play. The ball comes back to him again. In order to chase the ball down to his teammates. Being outwitted. Can they capitalize? It is 4-4. It is 4 versus 4 situation. Oh, but then again, the final touch, of course, has been read quickly. You can see, I told you, Boston Balls are bereft of technical thinking. Technical mentality is not there for Boston Boss side against the better side, they are the undoing for Boston Boss side, of course, in this game. But let's see, they might still see they might see still the show, of course, because a game of football, we have seen it in 1994, Nigeria against Italy, before we could say Jack Robinson, of course, the first goal came, making it equalizer. Then the second one came from the same man called Roberto Baggio. But let's see if boss to boss might mentally, of course, replicate the attitude. 1-0 lead, and time now actually tricks them. We have number 11 Cheddar will run into space, and there's another one who was on the side, but the ball was lifted very high towards him. Can he keep the ball? David, of course, put a leg to the ball to change the direction, but center Revi has given a throwing advantage to the Clique, who lift an high one to the ball 6, but the ball bounces toward the goalkeeper, who was very in a hurry mentality. He sets up his teammates on the near side. It overlapped with the ball there, but then again the final pass has been faulty as the Clique FC has the ball. He dresses the ball forward, creating attack. He makes it rounds with the ball. Can he check out? He managed, of course, but then again the center of his spotted harm impediment against the standing captain for the boss to boss side. Waliu on the ball. Come that, of course, are pressing down to re-strategize, put the ball around the semicircle. He allowed the ball to roll towards Chimeze. Chimeze lift a flight table towards Oche. Can Oche keeps the ball down, but the Oche has been closed down and dispossessed. But the whistle gone. But the fans, the spectators will rally run the Clique FC. We are not happy with that officiating as far as this game is concerned. A free kick advantage has gone to the boss to boss side. Number 6 Chete is on duty there. He's standing away from the ball. Akimbo. Let's see, he's going to wave that, of course, to be converted into goal for boss to boss side. He leaves an eye one from the set pick. Oh, defensive nothing. A strike up. It is a low volley, but the goalkeeper says, oh, wonderful half volley. Wonderful half volley. A wonderful full volley from the number 20 shot on boss to boss side, but the goalkeeper pumped the ball. It's like he has seen. It's like actually he has seen the lightning of thunder there. But we must give a wonderful kudos to a clearance. 10 ticks. A chest trap by the man who made a full volley early round. Oh, a great play, but the center of it, which has been called quickly, indicating, of course, it looks as if the player has sustained a major injury. It might be a solar pressure, a solar blow, or a spinal kind of injury. Is holding on to his injury right away from his, of course, from his sort of plexus there. But then again, the game has continued. The man earlier on, who is down on the top, has got up, of course, again, dribbling from the number 7 Chede, who has changed position to cut back again. But there has been here the flex, of course, a slight touch on his game, but wonderful play there, wonderful delay. But then again, has given the ball away to opponent. Boss to boss high is looking to press on now. Can he capture that line? We don't want, he pushes the ball forward, moving the ball away from the halfway line. A true pass comes. David keep the ball to himself. He dresses the ball forward, but he lost the mentality. He lost the proceeding there. But finally, you can see the center referee was waiting for a signal for the true pass comes out. He dresses the ball forward. He cut back to the blind alley. But then again, I think he cut back the ball to a very wrong position, and he could not make it count for himself. But finally, the center referee are justified by giving him a free kick, corner kick advantage. Corner kick advantage to the losing side. The reigning champion is about to be dethroned twice. The dress is penetrate. It is a penalty. It pointed. The center referee has been their savior, of course, in this game. The center referee has been their savior. He has given a penalty, a lottery, of course, a jackpot to the boss to boss side, and that does not go well. Of course, that does in a game of football. Of course, regular, of course, a penalty. But let's see, this one might not be an exception as far as this game scouting exercise is actually perhaps a question mark. It is indeed a question mark. The fans are looking. The flag is flagging. Oh, the goalkeeper nearly saves. Oh. The goalkeeper went to that direction where David has put the ball into, but a ball make the net rattling behind the goalkeeper, meaning it is 1-1 a pick. Therefore, they got the goal in the nick of time. What a very remorseful attitude for Clique FC who would have stolen the show for the second time against not too better side. Boston side, of course, this morning. They might be, of course, going back to the drawing board to fix what is broken in the camp of Boston side. We have seen so many players who are not actually, who are actually not really proving that meant to, as far as the woman child there, perhaps into victory. If not for the fact that there is a stroke of luck against them in the last minute of the game, they would have, of course, been celebrating, of course, happily. As far as this game, the first one out, it is beautifully done, it's psychologically done. That was a brilliant penalty taking. Generally, he stands away from the ball. The goalkeeper is imposed. The tallish goalkeeper has been beaten by him twice, of course, in the course of this game. Oh, greatly done. It was beaten on the penalty as well. That's a brilliant one for it's quite amazing for the number 11 Chetet, who I think has grown deeply in confidence as far as this scouting program is concerned. Of course, number 20 Chetet we saw is full volley in the lock for the Boston side. Everywhere is pensive now. You can see the seriousness that greeted, of course, that greeted this wonderful exercise. This back far away from the ball, from the spot. The goalkeeper says, "Oh, what a stroke! What a stroke of luck!" A pointer, of course, he pumped the ball in by himself. Ball behind the goalkeeper, of course, to send out the net rattling for the second time for Clique FC. He stepped away, he stepped back from the ball, from the spot kick. Why, of course, we're seeing the balance from the goalkeeper quite being conscious, but the assistant referees on the net side. Alexis have finished this one in a very grand quaint attitude there. He plays a step back, it looks a little wonderfully done. There's a great play there, great play. Wonderful, amazing there. You can see how he hodges of course, the goalkeeper on that it is. I tell you, millions of fans are not sitting. Number 12 try to step backs or chair by name for Boston side. Cleverly with a sublime finish there from the golden boot of a straight away from the ball. In preparation to put the ball into the net. Oh, sublimely done. I tell you, these are gifted footballer that Nigerian, of course, has not seen. But he sets the ball himself, of course, in on the spot. Let's see how he does justice to this. It isn't. Oh, brilliantly done. Quietly finished. Let's see. He laid the ball inside. Let's see how he hashed the ball. He hashed it cleverly. But the goalkeeper went that direction. But you can see how he hashed that goal into victories. Of course, that hit perfectly, of course, for him. He stays up away from the ball. A very long stride. And the balances the goalkeeper stakes. The goalkeeper has been encouraged greatly. Can he save? He says, oh no. The ball beats the goalkeeper again. His own team, Clique FC, he kissed the ball, of course, with a kiss of love. But then let's see how the ball we, of course, dance to his tune in this game. He steps back, reminds me of Fedu. It is brilliantly done again. Brilliantly done again. Their confidence is actually growing. We have seen Fabian Patex doing it, of course, for Man U. And also for our first international, we have seen Peter Rufai did it for Nigeria. Let's see what a brilliant! What a touch of perfection from the goalkeeper of Boston side. But then fine. fans. Of course, if you want to find your way in the Nigerian national team, of course, in the nearest fixture, it stays the goalkeeper stay. Number 15 step away from the ball. It runs quickly. Can it save? Oh. What a strike. They'll say a game of football is a prison. Millions of fans, and that is exactly what we are seeing today. The tremendous sparks that the game of soccer generate is something. It is today. Oh, it buried the ball again. It buries the ball again. Actually having an affair there. Of course, it's looking, of course, pensively. But I tell you, this one might, of course, it might contest again. But let's see the response. It stays back, and it is a finish. It is all over. It is all over. The basketball show. Of course,